Hey, what is up guys? My name is Hwang Hyunjin and today I'm going to show you how to make a probability comparison video, or you can make data video as you have seen it on YouTube. For example, the channel WatchData. It got a slide like this. You can put a probability or any data comparison that you want, and today I'm going to show you how to make the video and the pictures step by step. And today we're gonna using two kinds of software or application, and the first one is we're gonna use Adobe Photoshop. You can use CS6 or either CC, up to you. Any Photoshop and any version, or the release date, release year, any kind of Photoshop. You can use 2017, 2016, even 2012. It is optional for the Photoshop. And we're gonna start with making the base or the template. We're gonna start with new, and we're gonna name it as anything, your project name or your first picture name. Must be like, I'm gonna make it for my favorite girl group album sales, so I'm just gonna put it page 1 album sales, and you can leave it custom, the preset, and you're gonna fill this with 1920, and the measure is in pixels, also the height 1080, and the resolution 300 pixel per inch, and we're gonna leave it default here, and the elephants also, and we're gonna click OK. And here, as you can see, it is a blank white pages. Sorry, this is my previous project, so I'm just gonna start with blank project. Okay, as you can see here, it is a completely white or blank template or picture. So first step we're gonna do is we're gonna divide the screen into 4 pieces. So we're gonna fill this up with rectangle, and if we were gonna divide it into 4 pieces, so we're gonna divide 1920 into 4, so it comes up with 480 pixels, and we're just gonna leave it the height as exact amount when we're doing the preset previously. And we're just gonna add, and guys, it is optional when you're gonna choose the color. Even if it's white, it only shows the outline. It's also optional when you want to add up some edges with bevel and emboss and contour. Okay, and we're gonna drag here into this spot, and we're just gonna copy the rectangle into 4 pieces, and we're gonna move here. So we already have 4 pieces of rectangle. So next thing we're gonna need is just we have to divide the rectangle again into 2 pieces with a delimiter in on the middle. So we're gonna add the delimiter, and the way to add the delimiter is we're gonna add up more rectangle into the base, and we're gonna add 474 for the width and 54 for the height. So, and for it is also an optional, but for the delimiter, so people that can see, or we're gonna add some text in the delimiter for the additional information, or just you can put it up the name of your data. So we're gonna put that with black. So also it is optional when you were gonna set up the edge with bevel and emboss and contour. Okay, and the next thing is we're just gonna copy it again, copy paste it again, and we're gonna make sure that is in the same line. So we already have here the slide base. So the next thing is you guys probably have seen it in the probably comparison video. There is a shape, any kind of shape. It is optional for you guys to make, but I'm right now I'm currently using the hexagonal shape, and I'm just gonna add my custom preset or my custom width and height. You can also change the size, everything you like, but I'm now gonna put it up 316 and 256. So it will come up like this, and we're just gonna put it up in the middle. And it's also an optional to set up the edge of the shape, and we're just gonna copy it up and paste to another slide or rectangle. So Photoshop will automatically give you this perspective, or Photoshop will automatically arrange the shape for you same or similar as the first rectangle you're copying it. Because Photoshop can detect your perfectionist and so on. So the next thing is we're gonna add up some text in the hexagonal shape. So we're gonna add the text. It is optional for you guys to put the any kind of font do you like, and this time I'm just gonna use Arial with bold italic in it, and I'm just gonna use 7 font size with sharp. And in some case when you were new to the Photoshop, you're gonna see this and they just gonna put you in a default paragraph direction, so you must be confused when you were typing. It is start from the right, not from the left, so you just gonna set up this one into the left. And if you prefer to make it italic, you can just set up in here. And it is recommend that you guys you gotta type in the rectangle box, because if you type in the hexagonal shape you're just gonna mess it up, because the font will not fit in the shape at first. So we're just gonna type it on the first rectangle or the base. So I'm currently making videos about album sales, so I'm just gonna put it up monthly sales. And don't forget to change the color, because the shape colors is black and we have to put it as white. And you just gonna drag here into the shape, so it will gonna show up in shape. Put it up here, and we're just gonna copy it into the other shape and drag here into the second shape, and same to the other, so like this. Okay, we're gonna add up a few more tags that we'll need in this data comparison video. So the sales that I'm currently using is the album sales, so we're just gonna call it a copy for every sales that they made. So we're just gonna, we have to, it is recommend guys to type in the rectangle box. So we're just gonna type it copies, and I'm just gonna change the font size into 10 so it become bigger. So we're gonna just put it up here, and we're gonna copy for the next shape. Okay, this one. Photoshop already recognize your perfectionist, so it will gonna give you the exact amount of coordinate to put up your font in the next shape, because it was copied. So we're done with it. We just gonna need to put the data, and I'm just gonna browse my data, And it is important, guys, when you want to make this kind of data video or comparison video, you have to put the data first on a table, so it is much more easier for you to guys to open your data. Not gonna you don't have to see the data in a separate way. So I already have this folder to include my data here. So this is the data I have collected from other fan base or fan account that they have already made the table for me. So this is mentioned here, album sales for April 2020, and it already listed up here the ranking and also the artist and the album. So we're just gonna start from the bottom with Memamoo with White Wind. So it is mentioned here that the album name is White Wind, so I'm just gonna put the album name or the text inside the small rectangle that become a delimiter. So I'm just gonna change the font. It is optional, guys, for you to make a variation for your video so it comes up beautifully. And I'm just gonna change this one into, and you can change this one into any font size or font style that you like. And I'm just gonna put it up into M7 font size, sharp Kozuka Gothic Pro PR6M. Sorry, guys. And I don't wanna put this one into italics, so I'm just gonna type it here, White Wind, and I'm gonna put it up, drag here into the rectangle, and just put it up here in the middle. So we're just gonna copy it into another rectangle, and we're gonna change the album name later on. It is much more easier than you have to type it again and drag here into the rectangle. We're just gonna copy it and rename it later. So it is complete, and we're just gonna change the album name. It is Summer Nights for the second album. So we have to click the right exactly the text, because it will not gonna change or click if we were still in the wrong panel or another panel. So the third one is fill special. We're just gonna change it. It is much more easier for you to guys to copy it first and rename it. Love in Evil, Love and Evil. Okay, we're done with the album names with the delimiter one, and we're just gonna put the name or the data. And sometimes you guys might wondering that it contains a data here, but I want this time I want to change it into an image or album image. I'm gonna fit it here, and I'm just gonna type the artist name or group right here. I'm just gonna change the color because I'm gonna put it up inside the rectangle. And I also want to change the size, font size, and the thickness. So I'm just gonna type it, the name of the group, memu, and I'm just gonna put it up here. And also the breaks, we're just gonna copy it so we don't have to type it later, and we're just gonna rename it. Don't forget to drag it into another panel so you can change it, you can rename it. It is twice because I already memorized it, or I already known the group for several years. I remember the name of the album that comes out. And also this one is Luna. Luna has a lot of subunit for your information, because I don't really know Luna, but I heard that they has a lot of subunit. So next thing is we're gonna also add some additional information here. We're gonna add up the release date here. Sometimes if you click anywhere, you just gotta make a new text layer, and it's really uncomfortable. And we're just gonna proceed with the same font and with a different size, and we're just gonna make it italic so it has a variation for the font. Release date, and I'm not gonna make this one, and I'm just gonna put it up the data, and we're just gonna search it up on Google if you don't have the data. But you have to make sure that your main data, you already have the main data. Like I was gonna make video about albums, so you have to know how many albums. So you're just gonna type the additional information, white, when, release date. It is easy for you guys to find the additional information on Google. So it says here 14 March 2019, so I'm just gonna put it up 14 March 2019. I'm just gonna copy it and paste it on Google, and I'm just gonna drag it here. And also we're gonna use the trick to copy paste the font, so you're not gonna type it later, you just have to rename it. It is much easier for you guys to only rename it. Also, you don't have to erase or delete the release date, you just gonna have to change the tree of this. And we're gonna search it up more. Summer nights, twice, 9 July 2018. So we're just gonna rename or retype 9 July 2018, put it up in the middle, and we're just gonna search for another additional information. Field special, release date is 2019 23 September on 2019. So we're just gonna change here 20 September 2019. Okay, the last one is for Luna, Love and Evil. Sorry, Luna. 27 April 2017. Okay, we're done with the additional information for release date, so we're just gonna put or input our data, main data from here. We're just gonna put it up the monthly sales. I'm currently using the monthly sales, not the total sales, because it is mentioned here the album sales are valid for April 2020. So we're just gonna put the monthly sales. So it is mentioned here 546. So we're just gonna add more text, but make sure we're gonna add it on the base rectangle, not the shape, because I'm gonna put the font size into the bigger one. And is Kozuka Pro. We're just gonna change it and change the thickness. Also the font, I'm gonna make it 18. So for 546, and I want to make this one italic, so I'm just gonna leave it straight. So I'm gonna drag it up into the sorry, I forgot to change the color, and into the middle. Okay, and I'm just gonna copy it also the same trick for you guys to apply this one, because it is much more easier for you. Okay, just gonna copy it and leave it there, and we're moving up into the next data. Don't forget to change the panel. And 548, we're just gonna change the 8. It is pretty much easier. And 549, also the next one is 554. Okay, and the next thing is this is the last step for you guys. Now for my comparison videos data here is I'm just gonna add up a few pictures of the album. So the first one is White Wind. I already downloaded it from Google. You just can download it anywhere, or you have the picture yourself. And I'm just gonna drag here, and any kind of size you like, it is optional. And sorry, okay, you're just gonna double click it for you confirm, and you can still drag it up. And also for you to, when you add up another images and you just want to make sure that they have an exact, you're just gonna copy it from the previous images and just gonna copy the exact and just double click it, and just gonna put it up another panel. And I'm gonna add up a few more, because one album, one images. Okay, and you don't have to download the high resolution image. It is completely no problem when you guys just have a low resolution image, like for instance 300 pixel, it is okay because the image is not pretty much big, because it is only to show the viewer the first look of the album image. So the last one is for Luna Love in Evil. Also, it is okay for you guys to have a high resolution image, is also not a problem. And we're just gonna put it up here, and okay, it is, I think it is pretty much done with it. And the next thing is we're just gonna save it to the, you can make a folder or something, because you're not gonna do this once, because you have to make a lot of data like this, or a lot of Photoshop image like this. And I already had the folder for the finished pics for every video that I had, and this one. And don't forget to change the format from Photoshop into the JPEG or JPG, sorry. We're just gonna rename it later, and you can click save, and they will ask you the quality, and I prefer to put it up the maximum quality of 12, because it is not a problem. The large file are only 600 kilobytes, so it is not a problem for me. We're gonna just leave it their baseline standard, and we're just gonna click it okay. And we're done with the Photoshop things. And if you were already edit all of your data into the picture, we're just gonna move into the next software. It is probably optional. It is optional, guys, to choose any editing software, as long as can be edit, or it can proceed image into the video. It can like reform the image into a video. And this software I'm gonna use it today is Camtasia. You can also use Adobe Premiere for the better resolution or better quality. But if you were just new and you didn't have an experience to use Adobe Premiere, you just gonna use Camtasia for your beginner experience for making this video. It is completely optional for you guys. And also sometimes I'm using NCH software in my other computers. If you have heard that the name is VideoPad, you can also use that. And this is the pretty much easier software to you to turn an image into a video. And also, if you were a Mac user, you can also just use the feature that provided by the Apple, that called Keynote. You can also use that. It's pretty much easier when you made this kind of video from a Mac OS devices. Okay, you can just buy this Camtasia for £249 or something, or just using the free version of it, the demo version. I think the demo version has a limit for video. You can only publish a video for up to 2 minutes because it is a free. You can set up your free account on the Camtasia website, and you just have to import the media from the finished picture on Photoshop, and you're just gonna edit up the first. Don't forget to rename or just put it the number for the data because it is looks similar when you save the picture from Photoshop. And we're just gonna drag it here, and if it's for YouTube channel, it is optional for you guys to. I'm gonna add up some new intro. We're just gonna open up the intro for my YouTube channel, and it will appear here also in the media bin. And for your information, by the way, I'm really sorry if my accent is going wrong or something in my previous or this video, because I'm not currently graduated yet from high school, and I'm just stuck a little bit with my Indonesian accent. And you can also, if your device is quite good enough for editing, you can just convert the entire project into 60 FPS, and it also depend on your device. If it's stuck here, or you just can put it up on the track 1. Okay, and if you're gonna extend the picture, and if you want the picture to move, you're just gonna add up the next picture that you wish to move. Like if it's the 1 to 4, I mean the panel 1 to 4, you just gonna add up more. Seriously? Serius? Gak kerekam. Hey, what is up guys? My name is Alpang. Gue udah capek anjing. Sumpah. Gak kerekam babi emang. OBS babi dah. Gue udah capek anjing.